Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Dalton here, and I am doing a war recap of this clan. I'm not even going to try and pronounce it because I'm going to fail miserably. But they were not half bad, guys. This was a 30v30 war. They said they're a push clan, but they had some good attacks. We'll say that. And only outscored them 12-6. And you got me open it up against their number one with, of course, a Kill Squad Hog attack. Now, I did have a scout beforehand, so I kind of knew a little bit of where traps were. It wasn't a fresh hit. That's what I'm trying to say. And, so I got a kill squads right into the town hall area. I try to do a really good job at funneling there. Luckily, I had that poison trap that took out all those air skellies because those things get a pain in the butt for that archer queen. And then just look at the the kill squad just pushing through the exact core of the base and was able to actually get it to where these hogs have a good pathway, pretty straight along the outside perimeter of defenses. And then that queen actually stays up all the way to the backhand side of this raid. I use her ability right there, and those healers are still stuck on her to the point where those hogs come up around the backside. And guys, that was a really quick and easy triple. I'm just gonna say that. I mean, that was I had a lot of fun with that raid actually, and good little kill squad hog raid to start things up. Now next we have Hawk. I preach about this guy every single time. I can't stop talking about him just because he is just overpowered. He knows this game like the back of his hand and knows how to deploy these troops like it is nobody's business. He's starting off with a queen walk into a charge, got that king funneling on that one side to make sure that queen goes in the other, and then the baby dragon on the other side. That wall wrecker just perfectly into that core there, and then he's going to use a jump spell to actually get into that eagle artillery area. And just look at the strategic pathway that he is using to make sure that the rest of this Lalo raid is going to be super easy for him. Look at this. He knows that Tesla farm's there. He kind of spam drops the loons, but these loons have a super easy L-shaped pathway. Use that queen's ability to make sure that she stays alive and gets these loons on a huge pathway straight to that town hall. As I said, that town hall is going to go down. Warden was a little bit behind, wasn't able to keep up with the rest of those loons, but was stayed back, which actually helped him in the long run because he needed those loons to stay alive to finish that multi-target Inferno. And then that multi-target Inferno goes down, the Expo goes down, few extra, trash structures left to clean up. So, just absolutely insane Hawk being able to take advantage of a queen charge jump into the core to get that eagle artillery and just all the other key defenses there for a good Lalo. All right, now we got Mitch, and Mitch, man, this guy has been stepping it up. He's been doing insane with just a common, just a common P.E.K.K.A. Bowitch, and he's doing a good little queen walk to like half of the base or half of the one side queen walk, and then uses the king on the other side to make sure that kill squad and the witches go straight into the core. Uses a jump to get into the core, appropriate rage spells to make sure that, it takes out the defenses as a core. This is just classic Bowitch, guys. You've seen this for years. And, if it's not broke, don't fix it. And he is not worried about it because he's still pulling in the triples with basically a three-year-old attack. This attack has been around for 3 years, and it's still overpowered when it comes to certain raids. So, excellent job, Mitch. Again, you have been repping these P.E.K.K.A. Bowitch attacks, more than I can count, and pulling off triples, which is great. Absolutely great. And that's just a quick triple on a classic Bowitch. Now we have Brian, and whenever you see that name Brian, you're expecting greatness. And he is pulling up a P.E.K.K.A. Bow Bat or P.E.K.K.A. Slap or P.E.K.K.A. Smash, or I don't know what they call him. I call it P.E.K.K.A. Bow Bat. And yeah, he's just doing a simple entry, simple funnel right into the core, which is huge because these little bases like this are kind of hard to get that good funnel. A way good use of that jump spell, putting it in ahead of time, uses that King's ability right into the core to get rid of that Eagle Artillery and that Queen. And then, guys, look at these just bowlers bouncing out, layer by layer of structures. These bats doing huge cleanup around the outside ring and defenses. Huge spells to make sure those bats stay alive until the end of the raid, almost to the end of the raid. But he's got enough cleanup troops to make sure that it's going to be a triple. He's got, 2-3 P.E.K.K.A.s there. Ice Golem, that Queen is a sliver of health, but she sticks it out all the way to the end. Brian, great vision on that P.E.K.K.A. Bobat, man. That was a good hit right there. All right, now we have Zeus, and this is a base that we have seen quite a lot of recently, and luckily we cracked it on one of the first times we ever saw it. So Zeus just basically had to imitate a good little kill squad hog raid, and it's been on my channel before, so yeah, it's a good little raid. I mean, making sure that kill squad gets into the core there, takes out the enemy CC, jump spells into that Eagle Artillery and that Archer Queen area, and then this rage. That last rage that he dropped right there just is going to make those troops just dominate that core. And that King still has his ability while he's already inside of the core. And then notice the hog placement. He saves a couple hogs as he goes around the outside just to make sure that those hogs are going to be funneled into the core, to where those healing spells are going to have maximum value. Just a strategic raid. I don't know if you guys saw that 9 o'clock hog drop with the wizard behind it to take out that cannon, and then just clean up troops for the rest of the raid. I mean, yeah, we've seen that raid a couple times. It's always fun repeating raids and make sure that you can do that, because that, believe it or not, that is a skill that you really need up in these higher tiers, is being able to repeat raids, because there's only so many Town Hall 12 bases that you can come across, and the popular ones that are good, you see more than once. So it's great to have that on lock, and using the YouTube for reference. We have Zaki Chan here, and Zaki Chan is using a huge clone right there. The clone is going to take out 20% of this base. More importantly, it's going to take out that enemy Archer Queen. From there, he's going to sui the heroes on the Town Hall. Once he suis the heroes on the Town Hall, he's got 50% of the base left. I mean, realistically, because, there's so many trash structures at the 12 o'clock area. It's not, I don't consider that to be a certain percentage of the raid, just because of the fact that, they're not going to hurt the balloons or the Lalo for the rest of this. So, yeah, use the Warden's ability a little early to make sure those balloons stay alive. He's got 2 haste spells and a freeze, so that freeze is going to have huge value that over that multi-target Inferno, and again that second haste to clean up to make sure that it gets that multi-target Inferno done and done. Man, those skeleton traps are a pain in the butt. I love watching those things getting taken out, but unfortunately he triples this base before I can say so. Next up we have Kartik. Now I am so glad, Kartik, I hope you're watching this, man. This dude is my man crush Clash of Clans guy. He is an insane player, and Queen walks into charges just so phenomenally. I love watching his wall breakers drop. They're just, it's like I said on When, it's artwork the way that he does this. Watch how he drops these wall breakers so that they get into that core. Notice, did you see right there, even though that multi-target Inferno was not frozen, the multi-target Inferno was locked onto those healers, which is gonna, look at that, that's a 3 wall breaker entry, guys. 3 wall breaker entry. He is saving a spell. He is saving his Queen's ability. That is just so phenomenal, man. I love this. And then he's gonna Lalo the rest of this raid using a Stone Slammer, just goes counterclockwise with the rest of this raid. That Queen is still up, doesn't have her ability anymore. This Warden's going to be used over that Town Hall. Going to be taking out these structures just left and right, left and right, left and right. That queen stays up all the way to the end. Kardik, man, you are an insane attacker, and I love watching your crap. That was awesome. That was awesome. Love it every time. All right, now we have Anis on a basically a kill squad hog attack, I want to say. Just a super fun charge, queen charge. Uses a test, not even a test wall breaker, because the wall breaker made it right into that town hall compartments. And then Sui's the king over there to make sure the funnel's proper. In the enemy CC, it is a ice baby. That jump spell, man, I don't know how that queen had such good AI there, but that jump spell is going to go into the core where that Eagle Artillery is going to take out the remaining CC, and then is also just going to have huge value while she pushes through the center of this. Now you have 32 hogs, 2 heals, a poison spell, and that stone slammer. He's going to put his hogs in at the exact 9 o'clock. And notice how he placed them with 2 long lines, right? Which is a little uncommon, but in this type of base, if you notice, there was 2 layers of those defenses, so it was definitely worth it. Uses that warden's ability. Didn't exactly get all the hogs that I'm sure he wanted in that, but that stone slammer with the loons inside is gonna just, I don't even think they did anything. It was almost a swag stone slammer with the loons. So Anis on a super fun, awesome hit. Just a good little raid. Now these are the honorable mentions, guys. We had a fun 12-6 triple war against that clan that I'm not gonna pronounce because I'm gonna butcher it. So thanks for tuning in.